All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica, and welcome to my little YouTube community. If you like what you see on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment. I'd appreciate it. Trying to get my channel to grow and get up there with everybody else in its own little world. My channel, if you don't know yet, is about real life situations, living life. I have 5 children in my home, 6 total on earth, 7 I birthed. Lost one in 2009, unfortunately, my baby girl named Brianna. I won't get into that. I've got into that on another channel, or on not another channel. And you'll notice too, if you're new, I can't talk right. I mess things up a lot. I don't edit much. The only reason for me editing is kind of shortening up videos, trying to get them to where they're not so long, but sometimes that just don't work out. But I have another video talking about life and me and who I am and things like that. Today's channel, I'm going to get into starting to get my house under control. We had Easter dinner, had some family members here. It was just food that everybody got into and everybody ate. So they're not the reason why my house is like this. I am the reason my house is like this, just because I've kind of put things off a little bit. I've been job searching. It's been hard trying to find a job. But finally, previous video, you'll see, I did get a job. I landed the one that I wanted. I'm so excited. But back to home. I need to get this place in order, organized again, like it usually is. It's not all the time. I am a mom. I am home with all these kids every single day. Been a stay-at-home mom on and off for 2 years now. So getting back into the working field, I'm so excited. 35 applications or more later, and I got a job. So time to get the house in order. My kids do chores. They don't do them every day. I don't make them every day. I don't make them do the chores every day. If I'm in the mood to clean, I'll clean it. If I'm not in the mood to get the dishes, the kitchen, dishes, cooking, that's all my chore right now. They do help out once in a while if I ask for help or if they see I need help. Rarely. They're boys, except for my youngest. But dishes, cooking, kitchen, that's all my chore that I've given myself, and everybody else does a little bit of this and a little bit of that around the house. Yard work has already begun. Planting season for the garden is getting ready to start. I'm super excited about that. Not going to do seedlings like I did last year. I lost so many plants, didn't get hardly anything out of my garden. And by the time everything started growing in, they started dying, which is weird because I've never had a garden to where things would die off. I used to get a lot of produce from my gardens that I've had in the past. But the one thing I did different is I did seedlings last year. Never done seedlings before. I don't know the first thing about it. I will not sit here and say I do. But my seedling, my skills on growing produce from basically ground up seedlings, not good. Not good at all. You'll find the videos on my channel somewhere. But everything died off. I got like barely even a handful of things out of my garden. This year, I'm starting with plants that are already grown, and I'm just going to transplant. So I'm hoping for a bigger and better garden this year. I will have more income coming in from my job, so I'll be able to afford more things for my garden. I like to eat from the garden. I obviously buy fruits and veggies from the store, but eating from the garden is so much different, and just knowing that it's the things that you've grown yourself is kind of like rewarding in a way. You feel more accomplished. Like as I would clean something in the house that has been dirty, I'll clean it, I'll feel accomplished. It makes me feel good. It gives me positive vibes, and that is what I'm looking for in life right now. If you have not yet, though, check out the other videos that I've posted in the past. I've recently posted. You'll find out a little more about me and my family, and you'll see some of my triumphs and some of my mess ups, especially in the kitchen. But I'm rambling. So, yes, my channel is life. It is baking. It is cooking. It is taking care of kids. It is cleaning, organizing, gardening, trips to the stores, holidays, all that stuff, real life talk, motivational things. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's jump into this video. All right, guys, I'm going to start filling up my cereal containers, holders, whatever you want to call them. I just pulled down these two right here. I don't think that one's in there all the way. There we go. I just pulled these two down. Remember, if you've been watching, I broke one of these, dropped it on the floor, so a piece had to be glued on. We've got some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. As you can see, Fruity Pebbles, and this one is Raisin Bran, then Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like I said. And I've got some Honey Crunch and Oats I'm going to put in the last one. If I can hold on to things today, holy cow. Bag isn't really shaking up. Got all the granola in the bottom. See if I can't shake it. Get some of that granola up to the top so we're not getting just the flakes. Okay, there we go. Trying to, you can hear in the background some music playing. Scarlett is in her high chair eating her breakfast. She's got an clementine, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and an egg. All right, guys, so if you can see, right there, right there, right there. I don't know what's going on, but my face is starting to break out a lot more. I don't ever get any breakout on my face, but for some reason, for the past week, 2 weeks, I've been breaking out. You can put your guesses down below in the comment box what you think it might be. I think it might be the fact of stressing about getting a job and all the job searching and the calling on the apps and things like that and getting nowhere. So I'm hoping now that I did land a job, I'll be able to clear up and I won't be breaking out so bad. I don't know. We'll see. It could be stress. It could be anything. But yes, back into getting the house under control. As you guys seen, I filled all these up for my kids, my boys mainly. Over here, I've got some extra oranges that my mom gave me. And then I got my onions and my, what is it? I know it's butternut squash, but I wanted to see the big chewy. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Big chewy. And I got acorn squash over here. I think I'm going to cook the acorn squash up today. Show you guys my simple way of making it. Nothing's really special, normal. I would say normal for me because that's the way I make it. I grew up with it being made that way. But and then we'll come over here. And as you can see, I already started dishes this morning. Yes, that is from last night's dinner. All that stuff over there. All this stuff. Last night's dinner, this morning's breakfast. It is now 12 o'clock on the dot, noon. So did all this, gotta finish all of that. I got a little drink thing over here from Pioneer Woman. Got this thing right here. It is huge. So I want to make some more juice for the kids. And the juice that I make is this stuff right here. It is the Great Value, sugar-free, kind of like Kool-Aid. Cheap enough. It makes three gallons. Hold on a second. All right. Ice maker is running. I swear it runs all day, every day. We love ice around here. So yeah, so this has to be filled up. I'm going to clean this counter the rest of the way off. There's not too much dishes in the sink, but there is some. And then over here, my stove is pretty much clean. I just gotta like do a little touch up cleaning. My son, hold on, Duga. My oldest son got this flower for me for Easter. And it's, slowly going away, but I love, love, love the color. There's glitter on it. It is a rose. Little leaves are dying. What, Duga? Hang on, honey. Just got this little pan here from Scarlett's Egg from breakfast. Okay, I'm coming. Be right back, guys. All right, I guess she's not going to take a nap. She's fighting it, which is okay with me. Just means that she will sleep a little longer tonight than usual. Normally she sleeps all night, but if she gets a nap and sleeps too long with a nap, she don't really sleep all night. So I kind of try to balance things out a little bit for her. But all right, let's get into this. Let me go grab this, thing here. This big thing right here. Gonna bring it over to my island real quick. She's having so much fun right now. I'm going to make some juice with this big old thing right here. I know, it's nothing spectacular looking, nothing, it's not like I'm creating a craft on YouTube right now. But I am trying to get things together and organized. But I'm going to get this thing filled up real quick. All right, I don't know why I took it over to my island, but I just put 2 juice packets into this container right here. This is a gallon, and 2 juice packets that I have makes a gallon. So that's all I had left, so that's what I'm going to put in this thing right here. I used 1 grape and 1 cherry. Nobody cares if they're mixed flavors. They actually like it better that way. But I just got some really, really cold water going in here. Gonna fill it right up and dump it right into my jug here. And Scarlett just found the Fritos that was sitting on a stand. See if I can do this without making a mess. So as you can see, this is a 2-gallon container. I already had some juice in here from before, but it was a 2-gallon. It's a 2-gallon container. So I'm also going to put in some ice from my ice maker. Not much, just a little bit here. Just to kind of keep it a little cool. I have to fill this up again too, but that's beside the point. Just screw the top back on. Oh, you know what? I forgot to stir. Alright, that should be good enough. And then to take it back to the island. It does have a stand that it sits on, but I'm kind of afraid that the kids will knock it off of there. Not on purpose, but accidentally. So, just going to keep this off to the side to keep space on the counter. Island, not counter. For whatever else they need to do, making sandwiches, whatever. But, alright, let's jump into these dishes real quick. Alright, here we go. First I need to take these bowls and all this stuff and kind of put them away where they go so I have room for the other dishes. My counters are super small, but I make do with what I have. I find myself complaining a lot as far as what I have and what I don't have. But then I just kind of stop and think for a minute, and I'm like, I should really be grateful for what I do have. Because a lot of people don't have this in life. Everybody is struggling right now. Well, probably 95% 5% of the world is struggling financially. And everybody's struggling mentally, physically, especially nowadays with everything that's going on, the economy, the world, the major disasters, Mother Nature disasters that's going on, the fighting, the wars, everybody's against everybody. And I have had some friends on my Facebook that have different views in life and different like political views, and I've kept them my friends because it don't bother me that they have different views. That's life. Not everybody's going to agree on everything in life, and you just, being an adult, you need to understand that. But I do have some friends on my Facebook that have been that have those different views than I do, and I don't judge them on that. I don't judge anybody on looks. I don't judge anybody on their views in life. I just go by how I'm treated, how my family's treated, and if you are good for my life or not. I mean, I've let go of a lot of friends through life because they were just no good for me. I've let go of family that's no good for me, no good for my kids. And I almost did it without blinking, because I've been giving energy to so many people in life, and I just think to myself, like, what if I give myself the energy that I'm giving everybody else? Like, how would my life look? I always worry about everybody else in life and how they're doing, and if they're making it through life, or all that stuff. But I never really paid much attention to me, my health, my mental health, how I'm feeling, how I'm dealing with things in life. And now, I don't know what it is, but I've just got this itch to just get up and worry about me. Worry about me, my kids, my life. Get us straight. Get us to where we need to be in life, instead of worrying about everybody outside of our home. So that is what I'm doing. That is what I'm concentrating on. I have already kind of budgeted what I'm going to be putting up money-wise from this job to save up to have that money to fall back on in life. I've done it before, and I had that money to fall back on, and I unfortunately got myself into a lifestyle where I don't have that anymore. I had a daughter 8 years after my last son was born. My decision, yes. At that time, I was like, I really want another child. 5 boys, no girl. I had a girl. She passed in 2009. But I finally got another girl. Another beautiful little girl that I can share life with alongside my boys. Girls are so much different than boys to raise, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I love my kids. I love them to death, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I would not change the decisions I've made to have kids at all. I've went through so much in life, and it's made me stronger. It has not weakened me, and that, I think, is the best trait about myself. I have not weakened, and if I have found myself being weakened, I've found a way to make myself stronger and to overcome all of the obstacles of life. And I'm in an obstacle right now, and I'm fixing it. I am. First start is job. Second is being able to afford all bills by myself, and I can. Third part is saving up money, and that's going to happen. And fourth part is enjoying, well, through all of that too, enjoying life with my kids. Last year, summertime, we sat home. We didn't do anything except for when the band that I'm in went and played for a gig a couple hours away. We camped out in the tent for one night. That was it. That's all we did. We never left this house for the whole summer. My kids didn't see a lake unless we went to my mom and dad's. They went to the lake. I didn't even go with them. And there was only a couple of my boys that went, but yeah. So it's time to start living. Warmer weather is here. Yeah, warmer weather is here. Things are looking up for me and my family, and I am ready. I'm ready. And I'm rambling again, you guys. All right, time to fill up the ice maker. It's telling me add water. It's got this little basket. You guys seen it earlier. It had ice in it. These little things push the ice out after it's done being made into the basket. It makes it easier that way. But I think this takes like 6 cups or so of water. Just pour it right in the basket area without making a mess. It's about 3/4 of the way filled, so I'm going to give it another 2 cups. Because there was a little bit of water in there already, just not enough to make ice. Goes through like a whole system and brings it up. Okay. Ice is in the making again. Alright, moving on to the next task. Just a little bit of counter area and the top of my microwave. Almost didn't know what to call it there for a minute. And some heartburn medicine there. Everybody gets heartburn in my house. I swear everybody does. Somebody's little Crystal Light packet they didn't use all of. That's got to be cleaned. Usually keep my salt and pepper and my non-stick spray right here handy so I don't have to go digging it out. All these others are just extras that I did not put up after using them. Kind of want to do something with that spice rack up there. Something a little bit different. It's just all corroded. Some stuff I need to throw out. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today, but we will see. Chicken seasoning packet from a little pack of Ramen noodles. Little candle back here that I've done nothing with. I could sit here and do this all day. I love this scent. It is made from Focus. Made with essential oils. It's sandalwood and lily. One of my favorite scents. If you've smelled it before, you understand. If not, I suggest go buying that scent, sandalwood and lily, and you will absolutely love it. It's a soft, fresh, but flowery smell, I guess I would say. Oops. What am I gonna put up there? I don't know what I'm gonna put up there. I'm gonna set my candle back up there so that it's it's not within the reach of anybody and it don't get knocked off of the counter. This can go back up there. Actually, I'm gonna put emergency, oh, one of my boys' emergency inhalers up here. Lay it down because it will probably fall over. Somebody's gum, I don't know whose it is, but if they put it there, they'll find it again. Should put like a little container right there. Let me see if I can go find a container. Did find a little container. These are from, and if you've been with me for a while, you'll know, I bought these plastic containers that hold these little dividing baskets, I would say. I use the containers, but I don't really use the baskets. But I can use them for other things, like this. Kind of keep everything together and under control, I would call it. So these are like drinks. I know, it's something so little, but I feel a little more organized like that. Let me go grab another one. Actually, no, I'm not going to grab another one. I'm just going to set everything else up there as is. Break these little tiny boxes down. Uh-oh. There goes me dropping things again. Just putting stuff up here that I would like to have within reach for everybody. Well, baby medicine and some headache relief, just in case anybody gets a headache around here. Got these rechargeable batteries. I have boys that have gaming systems and they're constantly needing batteries. So I went ahead and I bought rechargeable batteries. So they have 2, 4, 6, they have 8 sets of batteries and they can swap them back and forth and, you know, charge them up. So we don't have to consistently buy batteries over and over again. Some allergy meds because we're in a country setting and my boys have allergies and sinus problems. Thought something was under my microwave for a minute. There's nothing there. A charger, some bread, well, hamburger buns anyway. Oh, so how have you guys been? How did your holiday go if you celebrate it? I think I've asked you guys that before, but I didn't get many answers in the comment box. Don't be afraid to put your comment down. Everybody so far has been really nice on my channel, my viewers, subscribers, all of that good stuff. So don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to ask me questions or give me some tips and tricks to everyday living. If you've raised a bunch of kids or even one kid, I could use the tips and tricks. I will not turn them down. I will not frown upon them. And unless it's something that's not right or, I don't know what you call it. You know what I mean. I think that is it for this side. I just washed the inside of the microwave yesterday. So the outside, I wipe it down every day. Yep, well, I'm lying. I don't wipe it down every day. I wipe it down when I see it and notice it. and feel like doing it. That is it for this side. Now to the floor. Well, evidently my mic was not connected on the last couple clips that I did, but hopefully it's connected now. Like I said, I'm going to start on the floor. Taking a little bit of a break. Scarlett is yelling. I think she's finally ready to take a nap, so I'll be right back. Well, it'll be like a second for you guys. All right, so I am going to cut this acorn squash open and see if it's still good. I hope and pray it's still good because I'm kind of craving some acorn squash right now. This is also from the same maker as the spaghetti squash. You can see that. All right, let me get a good enough knife. Oh, I love the smell of it. I love the smell of squash. I usually save, well, last year I should say, I saved the seeds to my squash and peppers and, you know, even some strawberries. But as you guys know, it did not work out too well for me. So not going to do it this year. Maybe one of these days I can do some research on it and, uh-oh, Scarlett just woke up. Get better at it. Try and hurry up and get this in the air fryer. I have not made this in the air fryer yet, so this will be my first time. I've just always made them in the oven. Never had an air fryer before this year, so that is why. Hold on. Mommy do. Mommy do, baby. Here you go. There you go. All right, I got some Imperial here. I ran out of real butter. I'll have to get more when I go grocery shopping again, but let me get a clean spoon out of here. And I've cleaned it the best I could. It's good enough for me. So well, you know what? Actually, I need to poke my holes in it. So I just take it and poke some holes with a knife, a fork. It don't matter, but it's safer to do it on the counter. This allows the butter and the seasonings to kind of seep down into the squash. And not only that, it helps it cook a little faster than what it would without the holes in it. All right, just going to drop this down in there. I'm going to take it, just smush it. You don't have to put butter on it. I do. It's how I was brought up eating it, and it helps the flavor of it. I can eat plain squash if somebody else makes it, and that's plain, they're plain, and the only option. But when I make it, I put butter on it. And now I'm going to get the salt and salt it really, really well. I was just taking a little bit of a break, and Miss Barbara, let me give you a shout out. She gave me a very good compliment on one of my shorts. I think it was a short that she put it on. I'm not sure. But she just made that comment, and I always love seeing her comments along with everybody else's that's so like positive and uplifting, and it's a very good feeling to be able to have people that you've never met in real life, watch you in your life and just compliment you in so many positive ways. And that's what many people fail to do now, around the world. There's a lot of people that are very judgmental, a lot of people that like to make fun of others and all that stuff. And it's just, I wish, which it will never happen, but I wish the whole world would just come together and be positive for everybody. That's just not the world we live in. It's what do they call it? A dog eat dog world. So when I grew up, my mom never used this because there was not this around ever anywhere that I knew of in a store. So it would be salt, pepper, butter, maybe some onion powder, garlic powder, things like that, but mainly salt, pepper, and butter. So I'm just going to sit it inside of my air fryer here. Close her up. And make sure I plug it in because it is not plugged in, and I don't think it'll cook unless it's plugged in, unless I have some magical powers, but I don't, unfortunately. And then I'm going to get the temp on 350. Oops. There it is. Time, I guess I'll do 15 minutes. See how it goes. And then I'll be back with you guys when it's done. All right. Let's check on this squash. Ooh, yummy, yummy. That looks delicious. Let me see. Get a bowl here. We'll put one of them in here. Oops. Ooh, my goodness. Maybe. Hot, 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 hot. Ooh, hot. So this coloring right here, I like it. I don't care if it's a little darker than usual. It is what it is, but you guys, like, ooh, look at that. Yum. The deliciousness. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. All right, I'm gonna try it. Hot. Maybe. Bear with me. I don't want to take my skin off my mouth or burn my tongue. All right. Cheers. All that flavor. It's healthy, but tastes unhealthy, if you get my drift, because it tastes so good, it tastes unhealthy. A lot of people, when they're dieting, eat things that don't taste so well just because people tell them it's healthy. But when I make healthy food, I want to make sure the flavor is there, because I don't want to sit there and eat something that's disgusting. And I refuse to. So this right here is one of the most delicious, healthiest things that I can make. That's quick and easy and actually pretty cheap. Acorn squash. So just mixed it up a bit. He's got his own little bowl right there. You know, the outside there, the rind of the squash. All right, guys, I'm going to go sit down and eat this. It is 3:08, and this is the first thing I've ate today. I am, like, so proud of myself. I used to not be able to go very long without eating. I think, you know, because I would stress eat, and when you stress eat, you tend to overeat. Just like when you don't eat because of stress, you tend to shrink your stomach. When you stress eat, it's the opposite. You eat a lot, like all day long if you can, and you stretch your stomach to be able to fit more in there. So then when you're not eating for a long period of time, you feel like like you're starving, like you haven't ate in weeks. But I am pretty hungry and I've been fighting it. So I'm going to go eat this for my meal. Want some? It's acorn squash. No. All right, guys, that's the end of my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment if you want. You don't have to, but I'll see you on the next one.